This video is brought to you by the Step With Ja merchandise collection. Jamaica's Constitutional Court has rejected a challenge to the country's Buggery law. The challenge, which was brought by Maurice Tomlinson, a gay man, was dismissed by the full court on Friday morning. The three-judge panel ruled the Savings Law Clause of the Charter of Fundamental Rights and Freedoms prohibits it from entertaining a challenge to the colonial-era law which prohibits anal intercourse. Justice David Batts handed down the ruling.
In the final analysis, the words enacted in Section 1312 of the Charter of Fundamental Rights and Freedoms, Constitutional Amendment Act 2011, are clear. Parliament intended to protect laws related to sexual offences from review for unconstitutionality. This was done in the same year changes were made to the pre-existing Offences Against the Person Act. There is consequently no warrant for a suggestion that the amendments either change the nature of the law or prevent the Savings Law Clause having effect. I would, for all the reasons stated, uphold the preliminary point in favor of the defendants and dismiss the claim. So the order of the court is the constitutionality of Section 76, 77, and 79 of the Offences Against the Person Act cannot be inquired into in the light of the Savings Law Clause in Section 1312 of the Charter of Fundamental Rights and Freedoms in the Constitution of Jamaica. The claim, in consequence, stands dismissed.
Tomlinson's case was initially halted after the Court of Appeal ruled earlier this year that a separate trial should be held to determine whether the Constitutional Court had a jurisdiction to entertain the challenge in light of the Constitution's Savings Clause.
The limited scope of our inquiry is in consequence of an order of the Court of Appeal made on the 31st March 2023. That order provides, and I quote, "A separate trial is to be held to determine the preliminary issue of whether the constitutionality of Section 76, 77, and 79 of the Offences Against the Person Act can be inquired into in the light of the Savings Law Clause in Section 1312 of the Charter of Fundamental Rights and Freedoms in the Constitution of Jamaica."
The clause insulates certain laws from being challenged on constitutional grounds. The application was opposed by several interested parties, including the Attorney General, the Lawyers Christian Fellowship, and at least 9 other religious groups. This video was brought to you by the limited edition Step With Ja merch collection. Get yours while stocks last. Links are in the description below.